The process for setting up customers and suppliers is the same, and you've got the same options available. However, we're going to start by opening the Customers module, and on the toolbar along the top you can see there are two options for creating new records. New, which will open a new record and let you key in the details, and Wizard, which will guide you through the process step by step. In this example, we're going to start by clicking the New option. That opens a blank record where you can enter all of the information that you require. Now, the first thing to enter is an account reference. You can have up to 8 characters, and it can be alphanumeric, so a combination of letters and numbers. Now, what we normally recommend is that you use an abbreviation of the company name. In this example, we're going to set up a customer record for the Chelsea Hotel, which is one of our customers. So we're going to enter an account reference of CHEL01. If we then press the Tab key, we can then enter the company name. We'll ignore the balance at this stage, as we'll be entering that later on in the demonstration. Some options have a little question mark symbol next to them, which you can click to find out more information about the option. We'll quickly enter the address. I'll enter a VAT number and then enter a contact name. As you can see, we can enter additional trade contacts, telephone numbers, fax numbers, website addresses, and also email addresses in this tab. Let's have a look at the Defaults tab. Here you can enter analysis information, pricing and discount settings, and also miscellaneous defaults, which includes a default nominal code and also a default tax code for when you enter transactions against this specific customer or supplier. In the credit control area, you can enter your trading terms, such as a credit limit, payment terms, and also settlement terms. We'll quickly enter a credit limit. Once you've set up the trading terms, we recommend that you select the Terms Agreed checkbox at the bottom. Let's have a look at some of the other options. You have a Bank tab where you can record bank account details, a Communications area, and also a Memo area where you can record additional information about your customer or supplier. The account reference is fixed though, as it'll use this for referencing within the software. However, all of the other information such as company names, addresses, contact details can be updated at any point. We'll save the record and then close out, back to the customer list, and you can see the new account, the Chelsea Hotel, is at the top of our list. Now remember, we can access those details and amend those details at any time. We just need to highlight the record, and then from the toolbar along the top we click Edit. Let's just close out of the record, and you've now seen how easy it is to create records using the new option. We're now going to create a new supplier record. So to do that, we access the Suppliers module. The toolbar along the top contains the same options, New and Wizard, to create new records. In this example, we're going to use the Wizard option to create a new supplier record. The Wizard will guide you through the process step by step. So the first step is to key in the company name. As you can see, the Wizard also suggests an account reference based on the name entered. So in this case, Trade Sup, it uses the first 8 characters. Now what I'm going to do is to actually change the account reference. So we're going to call this one Trade 01. We'll then enter the address. We'll then click Next to move on to step 2. Remember that once you've created the record, you can amend it at any time. The only thing that's fixed is the account reference. So we'll ignore the contact details for the time being and click Next. You can then enter defaults for the supplier record. We'll just accept those and click Next. You can also enter your credit details. Let's just quickly enter a credit limit. And just like we did earlier when we created the new customer record, we'll click the Terms Agreed checkbox. There are options to record the bank address information and also the account details themselves. You'll then be prompted in step 7 to enter the opening balance. As we're going to be entering that a little bit later on, we'll choose the first option, no, there is no opening balance to be entered. You then click Create. We'll return to the suppliers list, and our new supplier, Trade Supplies Limited, appears on the list. Now remember, just like with customers, at any time we can access the supplier record and make amends. To do that, we can just double click the record, and then we can view or amend the information for that supplier. If we now close out of the record, we're back to the supplier list, and you've now seen how easy it is to use the wizard option to create new customers and suppliers. If you need any additional support to help you set up customers and supplier records, then just press F1 on your keyboard when you're in Sage Accounts, and that will access our F1 online help.